One of my memories of Pawpaw was always going to his house. If you had a splinter, Pawpaw was the man to go to because he could get your splinter out with his pocket knife. But it made you feel better, so that was always good. And then my other memory of Pawpaw would be, I remember when I was in the 6th grade in Mr. Bailey's class, Pawpaw came to our school and brought his some of his old artifacts and showed them to our whole class. And Lucas was in my class that year, and I remember we thought we were so cool because that was our Pawpaw who brought that cool stuff.
My favorite memory of Grammy and Pawpaw was hunting Easter eggs at their house.
My memory at Grammy and Pawpaw's house is sleeping so good on their couch.
I have a lot of favorite memories, but one of my favorite memories with Pawpaw was the mint that he always had in his pocket for every one of us, but especially for me.
My memory of Grammy and Pawpaw that I remember is an old school memory, and that's way back when we used to go camping. I always remember how much fun it was throughout the whole deal. Pawpaw's stories, you know, Go Tebow and Hobart, that's a classic. And there's so many, this tape would run on forever.
My favorite memory of Pawpaw is telling Rosie whenever she asks him a question, if he knows something, he says, "Woman, is there a damn thing I don't know?" Or something like that.
Two of the memories that popped in my mind was Pawpaw, when we lived in Colorado and you took us driving in the mountains. I could never even look at the scenery because I was always watching the road because I was so afraid you were going to run off the road because you were too busy looking at the scenery.
My memory is Candy Drop and swimming.
One thing that always made me laugh was you guys' stories, like the one about Pawpaw telling me about how him and his friends used to get watermelons and cut out the rinds and put them under their friend's truck when it was like pitch black, and they'd drive off and you know, they'd just spin their tires and they couldn't go nowhere. And as a matter of fact, I tried that a couple years back and it worked perfectly thanks to you, Pawpaw.
I have a lot of favorite memories from your house and all the time, 23 years that I've known you. One of my favorite memories of Pawpaw is always going over there and seeing his new artifacts. My favorite though is the bowl that was older than Christopher Columbus. I told a lot of people about that Pawpaw.
One of my memories of Pawpaw is that he always kept my ears clean and my fingernails trimmed.
Dad, how do you narrow down your favorite memories when you've been around for 48 out of the 50 years? That's really hard. But some of the things I thought about, Dad, probably your stories are my favorite thing. The limon trees, and like Terrence said, Tebow and Hobart. I've shared those stories with my kids and students throughout the years. And I was always so proud of you because you could build anything, from my first toy box to the vanity in Linda and I's room down in Watauga to my new cabinets over on our first house on Virginia Street. You could just the barn for Poncho, you could build anything. And just all your interest and all your artifacts and the stories you've told us throughout the years.
And all our tears have reached the sea. Part of you will live in me, way down deep inside my heart. The days keep coming without fail. New wind is gonna find your sail. That's where your journey starts. You'll find better love, strong as it ever was, deep as a river runs, warm as the morning sun. Please remember me. Just like the waves down by the shore, we're gonna keep on coming back for more. 'cause we don't ever wanna stop. Out in this brave new world you see, oh, the valleys and the peaks, and I can see you on the top. You'll find better love, strong as it ever was, deep as a river runs, warm as the morning sun. Please remember me. Remember me when you're out walking, when snow falls high outside your door, late at night when you're not sleeping, and moonlight falls across your floor.